Great news. I got a tripod. That's right. I ordered another tripod. It's got good reviews, sold a lot within the past 30 days, and hopefully this is exactly what I needed. God, please let this tripod last longer than 6 months. So here's my new baby. It actually says Amazon Basics on there. I swear Amazon's just taking over the planet. I think you can manipulate it to be a monopod, and it's got my mounting plate, my tilting lever, tighten it, loosen it up, and my panoramic adjustments there. I believe it also adjusts here at the base of the mount. Yes. I also invested in something else because I broke my little tripod too. I had like a little tripod with flexi legs that I put my camera on. That broke, I think, the day after my other more industrial tripod broke. Oh, do I have two of these? So this is supposed to be a mount, it's not a tripod. It's like a mount to hold your cell phone when you're trying to record for social media. And you're supposed to be able to just lay your cell phone on there. You can adjust it. And this is perfect timing because I'm going to make my first fall fragrance soap today on this video. It is called Crimson Cream, and I'm super, super excited about this one. So let's go upstairs and start using this equipment and hope that I don't break it. So we've knocked out the first thing on the agenda, unbox the tripod and the phone mount. Second thing on my agenda is I want to show you guys what little piece of equipment I invested in. I would cure my soaps on my shelving in the back of the studio. I just wasn't feeling that anymore. I wanted to get a better storage system because I'm going to be making a lot more soaps, and this is what I saw. I found this baby in Walmart. It's a 10-drawer shelving system. So it has a nice little ventilation system on the top for the first drawer, and there's also space between each of these subsequent drawers because you want that excess water to continue to evaporate during the curing process. Let's see if my soap bars fit in here. Now let's see if this soap fits. Standing up, nope, it's not gonna fit. Laying down, definitely fits. And I can close it. So I am super excited about my new curing station. And I think I'll probably go back and get about 2 or 3 more of these. I got them at Walmart and they were about $29.99, which I didn't think was bad at all. So I think this curing system right here is probably what's going to be best for me in my situation. So how y'all feeling today? How you doing? Y'all been doing okay? I'm doing good. I don't know why I'm in such a good mood. Maybe because I got a new tripod, so I don't feel like my camera's life is on the line anymore. And oh, I think I figured out why they sent me 2 of these, or not why they sent me 2 of these, but why 2 of these come as a package. Because if you're recording content, like if you're making things, you want to catch different angles. But going back and forth and moving one piece, making sure you put it exactly in that same spot. Like if you're shooting from a certain angle on the left and then you want to get a certain angle on the right, you don't want to constantly move this from the left and the right and not put it back in the same exact spot. But if you've got 2 of these, you can place them in a good position, like so. I've got a good angle on the right and a good angle kind of on the left, up a little bit. But instead of moving each piece, you can just film some footage here and then set your phone there and get a different angle and then go back to that same exact angle, and you're keeping the integrity of each shot. So to bring in the fall soaps, I'm wearing my fall colors, and I'm going to knock out soap number 1, Cashmere Cream. I think one thing I'm going to do, I'm going to create 4 different fragrances for my fall soaps, but I'll probably keep that basic recipe the same instead of switching up for every single soap. So if you're following these recipes along in Patreon, it'll also be easier for you all because you don't have to worry about going out and purchasing a whole bunch of different oils and butters. All right, let's get started. I have already prepared my lye solution and I've already prepared my oils and butters. So basically, I'm just getting to the fun part. I'm also going to use Angry Rose Mica from Mad Micas, and I'm going to use Russell Clay. I hope I'm saying that correctly. Other than that, I think I'm ready to go. Are you guys ready to go? All right, let's start soaping. Let me get you guys a better view because you don't need to see me. You just need to see this beautiful process that's going on here. That is going to wrap up day one for this first fall fragrance soap. And did you see that soap? At the last minute, I decided to put some golden jojoba beads on it. And oh my God, and I think it looked beautiful so far. And I think that is really, really going to match its name, Crimson Cream. So I can't wait to unmold it. I'm a little bit impatient, but I'm going to hold out. So tomorrow, I'm hoping to go ahead and continue with fall fragrance soap number 2. And I'm going to bring you all back for that as well. Hi, everyone, and welcome back. It's the next day, and I'll be working on fall fragrance soap number 2. And I am really excited about this fragrance oil blend because it's got notes of orange, sriracha, grapefruit, and cranberry. So I think it's going to smell really, really good. I went online. I was using this sample of sweet orange and sriracha that I got from Candle Science. And I went online because I was needing to order another bottle if I plan on making more than one loaf of that soap. But that fragrance has been discontinued by Candle Science, so it's no longer available. So unfortunately, I won't be able to use this fragrance oil in my next loaves. So when I think of fall, I think of colors like brown, orange, yellow, and I thought since this soap is going to be citrusy, why not try and color it orange? And instead of using a mica, I wanted to go for a more softer orange. So I will be using paprika to color my soaps. You can use seasonings and clays as a natural alternative if you don't want to use mica to color your soaps. And piggybacking off of the orange color and the orange fragrance, I also thought it would be nice to top off the soaps with these dehydrated oranges. Not only does the color match perfectly, but the dehydrated oranges still have that orange fragrance to them. you're going to get the fragrance from the soap and the orange. So without any further ado, let's get making this next batch of soap. And this soap is going to be Citrus Harvest. Welcome back, everyone. It's finally time to cut those fall fragrance soaps. But first, I have a pink sangria soap that I made earlier this week, and I'm going to cut that one first. So that's going to wrap up today's video. Thank you so much for tuning in. I hope you like those fall fragrant soap designs and how they turned out. If you want to try those recipes, they're going to be posted on my Patreon. And the link to my Patreon is in that description box below. I also want to give a huge shout out to all my Patreons. I really do appreciate all of you, your support, your encouraging words. Thank you so much. If you don't want to try this recipe, you want to go ahead and purchase that, I'm going to release these soaps on my website the first day of fall. And you can also check my Instagram. I'll add a reminder there as well. I will be posting 2 more fall fragrance soap collections, hopefully in this next week to come. So definitely come back and check out those videos too. Please give me a huge thumbs up if you like this content. Hit that subscribe and notification button so that you can be notified anytime I post new content. Until next time. Bye, guys.